Everybody, thank you for joining me for this haul video. I'm going to try to keep it as quick as possible. It's a drugstore haul, a lot of lip products in this one. I guess that's just what I've been gravitating towards lately over the past couple of weeks now. So yeah, kind of a collective haul. I've picked up these things over the past several weeks, so that's what I'll be showing you here. And then at the end of the video, I'm trying something new. I'm calling it Twitter Talk, and what I've done is basically just now, when I started doing this video, I sent out a tweet to my Twitter followers and said that I'm shooting the next video for my makeup channel now. If you have a question about makeup, you know, send me the tweet and I'll try to answer as many questions as I can at the end of this video. So it's kind of like, you know, you may see your question come up here at the end. So we'll see if I get anybody asking questions here. Oh, there's one already. So when I get done with this haul, I'll try to keep the haul fairly quick so I can get to some questions afterwards. So let's start off. I'll start off with an eye product that I was really interested in when I saw it in the store. When I saw it at CVS, it was the first time I'd ever heard about it. And it's the new Maybelline Volume Express mascara called the Falsies here. So it's kind of a pretty purpley tube with some turquoise writing, and the brush is kind of interesting. It has a really it's really flexible. Like it's got this added segment here, right here on the brush. I don't know if you can see that, but it really allows it to bend and move pretty freely. It's also got this kind of like curved shape here. If you see that, like it's relatively flat, but it's got a slight curve to it. And it's not a major curve, so it's pretty easy to use and like coat all your lashes, but it has on the sides, as you can see, some very long bristles. I feel like this mascara gives me really good buildable length. So like if I put on a couple of coats of this, my lashes look really long. One of the claims though that it made on the packaging, which I have over here, is that it like fills in the gaps, which I thought, well, how is that gonna work? I mean, you're gonna totally create lashes where maybe there aren't as thick of lashes, and I don't feel like it does that as much. I don't feel like it maybe gives quite as much volume as I would like, but the length is pretty fantastic on this. I'll have to post a blog about this and really take some pictures next time I kind of freshly apply this. Probably have a little more on now than I would normally want to use, just because I've been on doing the news and, you know, I like things to be a little bit more bold on the camera there. But it is lengthening. Actually, when I first wore it, I asked the guys that I work with, I asked them, you know, does it look like I have false eyelashes on? Nobody said it looked like I had false eyelashes on, but they did say my eyelashes look longer. So I don't know how close to track they're keeping, but basically that was the consensus. It's really lengthening, not necessarily any more thickening than like say a L'Oreal Voluminous or something like that, but I'm liking it the more I use it, and I am feeling some good length. So just keep in mind it may take a couple of coats to really get it, and apply the coats slowly. I mentioned this with my Lancome Hypnose when I mentioned that, I think, in a haul video, about how you really need to apply these mascaras slowly so not too much product clumps up on the lashes at one time, or you can wipe down your brush a little bit. Another eye product I got was one of these e.l.f. single eyeshadows. This one's in charcoal, so I found this at Target. This is what it looks like. It's got kind of a little bit of a shimmer to it. It's very velvety feeling, and so it's not like black, but it is like a good deep charcoal gray with a little bit of sparkle. And it's a pretty good shadow compared to a couple of the others, which I got, and I wasn't really all that impressed by how much color they gave off. I got a couple of the lighter shades, and I just really wasn't nuts about it. This one, it could be better, honestly. I'm not like, oh my gosh, this is the greatest charcoal gray shadow, go out and get it, but I do feel like this deeper shade shows up better, works a little better than the others. It's very soft, so if I were going to compare that to what are the other ones I have, Wild Wheat, that one was not so hot, and neither was Pebble, which is just sort of this matte taupe. So yeah, of the three, this one's probably the best, but it's no better than, say, the black or really dark gray shade that comes in the CoverGirl Drama Eyes. Yeah, that was fantastic, and this isn't quite as good as that. So sorry, kind of a so-so little review there. Trying a new foundation out that was recommended to me by my sister-in-law, Sarah. She is Sarah Julene on YouTube, if you haven't checked out her videos. She has a lot of good ideas and just some different kinds of videos as well. She's graduated from school to be a counselor, so she's got some interesting insight on life in general. But anyway, this is Neutrogena Healthy Skin Liquid Makeup. I've heard of quite a few people giving some raves about this. It's an SPF 20 exclusive antioxidant blend, and basically your skin is supposed to this is supposed to improve your skin kind of as you wear it. Instead of thinking as your makeup as a bad thing that's clogging your pores, this is supposed to be good for you. My shade is Natural Beige. I do not have that one on today, but I have worn it in days past, and I feel like it blends easily, and I can't really come up with anything bad to say about it. It's fairly long wearing, but I do need to wear it a while just to kind of get in tune with it and to see what else I really think. So this is something where the review will have to be pending on that. I'm going to talk about lip products. First one, the one I have on right now, is the e.l.f. Minty Lip Gloss in Houston. So you can kind of see this is a really pretty berry lip gloss with sort of some iridescent subtle sparkle in there, but it comes off kind of sheer, but I really was happy with how it looked on my lips. It kind of reminded me of the lip color that Kim Kardashian had on the cover of Shape magazine. It was just kind of a sheer berry shade that just came off really soft and pretty, but yet it was some color. You know, it wasn't totally nude, which is a little bit different from the way I typically see her, but I really liked it. Now this is really sweet, like it's a sweet mint. So if you lick your lips, you feel like the cooling sensation on your lips, and then if you were to lick them, it does taste sweet. So you're kind of at risk of wanting to lick all that off, but basically it's very pretty, and I really like this one. I would really recommend this shade for someone who just wants that light touch of color on their lips for summertime. It's like $3 at Target if you can find it there, or you can find it on eyeslipsface.com. But I was kind of wary about trying this since I had already tried this one in Nashville, which is really light. I mean, it would appear that that would be a gorgeous nude on your lips, but really hardly any color shows up at all on this one. It just looks kind of clear, and I expect some color. You know, I thought, man, if the color showed up on that, that would be beautiful. But I think basically with these minty lip glosses from e.l.f., just keep in mind that you're probably, if you want any kind of color to show up, you've got to get one that's going to appear a little more bold in the tube. It doesn't appear quite that crazy on my lips, but it does give off some color. So go for one of the deeper shades in the minty lip gloss. I think you'll like it, if that's what you're going for. If you just want clear, then the lighter shades are going to give you clear. So another e.l.f. product I tried, which this is the only one like this that I've tried, it's the 2-in-1 conditioning gloss. The shade is Vava Voom. It's another sort of kind of a watermelon-y looking color here. You can see the gloss in the innermost section. You've got two glosses here. That inner section is kind of like a sparkly pinkish red, and then outside of that you've got a clear gloss, and that's supposedly the conditioning gloss, the clear stuff. What doesn't really work for me about this, I'm going to grab a Kleenex so I can demonstrate here. When you squeeze this, I feel like I get way more of the clear gloss than the colored. For example, there I just put some on this tissue. It just looks clear. Where's the color? I want color. You know, I expect to get at least some out of this. Basically, you're not going to get that perfect mix that you would think. There's a whole other application there. 100% clear. Let's try a third time. Oh, hey, third time's a charm. There is a small streak of color there. But I put it on my lips, and it's definitely not enough color to show up at all on your lips, and this is probably one of the darkest ones they sold. As far as the texture of that gloss, it's a little thicker than, say, the minty lip gloss. It doesn't really have much of a scent, but it's a little thicker. It kind of feels good on the lips, I guess. It gives your lips a very, I don't know, full look. I guess it's not like it's plumping them, but it's kind of decreasing the look of any lines across there and just kind of giving you that kind of flat, you know, smooth surface to your lips. So that can be nice, but as far as color, I mean, this is kind of a fail on e.l.f.'s part. And I like a lot of e.l.f. stuff, but this one, I just couldn't make it work for me. Like, why are the other colors not coming out? It seems like kind of a long shot to, you know, just be able to squeeze it and get the best of both worlds. It seems like maybe they should split the tube in half, and like maybe that way you would be getting, you know, put half the product on one side, half on the other, and then you squeeze it and you get both, because this whole thing just isn't quite working. And it's got this sort of end on it that's a little more rigid. Made me think maybe if you pushed on that to push it out from the bottom up, it would come out more even, but it really didn't do anything different there. So too bad. Sorry. CVS. I got some stuff on it from CVS because it was 75% off, and that included this Milani Buzzworthy lip gloss in Be Mine. Again, I'm gravitating toward all these berry colors. This is sort of a reddish, like a soft rosy red shade. And basically, this is a squeezy lip gloss. It's got a pretty color. It looks kind of like that. Almost a little bit of a pearly effect. Scent-wise, it has a little bit of a slightly fruity scent, and it's a little bit sticky on the lips, but you're going to get sheer color kind of like that. Okay, so it's going to give you sort of color similar to what I've got on right now. You know, nothing too thick. It's not going to give you flat color that looks like exactly like it looks on the tube. So just plan on that being a little more of a sheer gloss, but it's still nice. I mean, it has a little bit of a golden undertone. If you look really closely, you can see some hints of gold there. So I like that. I mean, and for the deal I got on it, I mean, I only paid, you know, maybe just under $2 for it. So at 75% off, if you see that, I think this is a good gloss. It's going to last a long time. Be aware it is a little bit thick. Lipstick. I love this lipstick from Wet n Wild. It is number 915A, and I do have a shade name for once. It's called Moody Mauve. It's one of the Mega Colors lipsticks, so it's got the kind of covered cap as opposed to the clear cap on the others. And this is another kind of berry lip product, and it's got a little bit of shimmer to it, but not like overly frosty. And I think this is a gorgeous shade. Really like it a lot. Top it with a gloss that you feel like might be a little bit stickier, like a clear gloss, and the look is really going to last for you. There's what it looks like on. It's got a little bit of a sheen, but it's just got that light berry look. I really like it. And this was super cheap as well. I think this may have been marked down, but Moody Mauve, good berry lipstick shade. Moving into reds, Milani has come out with something. It's a lipstick. And gosh, there's no label on this anymore. Okay, they've come out with a red lipstick that it's all the same, doesn't matter what you get, it's one shade of red lipstick, but it supposedly adjusts to like your body's pH balance. I don't know. I wish it came with actual packaging around it, but it just had a little like plastic thing I got off there. But this is the lipstick. Right here, it comes in a packaging like this. I'll put it back on so you can see. Kind of cute little packaging there. And it showed in the picture on the display like different people, and the lipstick apparently came off a little bit differently as it adjusted to people's pH or their body heat or whatever it's being gauged on. I need to do more research on this and try this. Thought it would be fun to experiment and try it on a few different people and see if we all got the same shade or different shades. But that's what it looks like anyway right now. Kind of looks like a classic red lipstick. It looks pretty on me. I like it, but like I said, I'm going to try this out some more and see if that's just kind of like a, you know, gimmick that they have, or if there's actually some truth to that this will look different on different people. So kind of cool. Check that out. Let me know if you tried that, because that sounds kind of cool. And finally, I have this lipstick in Pearly Pink. It's from the new Maybelline collection for summer. They've got a lot of these Color Sensational lipsticks that have the lighter tube on them because they're all kind of light and shimmery. And as I was looking through them, I thought, man, a lot of these look almost exactly the same. Like a lot of them just look like light, frosty lipsticks. But this is the one the model had on, and so I guess I thought, okay, that one looks really pretty, so I'm gonna get it. But it's Pearly Pink 720, and so you got this nice like light frosty pink shade, and if you see it on, it's got a little bit of a metallic look to it. But as you can see, it's definitely will catch the light and really look light and frosty. I like it a lot. I would tend to take like a lip liner that was slightly deeper pink, like say my Jordana lip liner in Baby Berry, which is just a slightly deeper pink, and kind of put that on first and then put a layer of this on just so I have a little more color. Hey, I've got some questions from the Twitter Talk thing. Let's see what people are saying over here. We've got one from, let's see, I'm not sure how recently this was on here. It's Jenna Rink, and she says, "Hi Emily, what color are you wearing on your nails in the wedding tutorial winner video?" By the way, I heard from Jessica, and she's hopefully going to test out the tutorial soon. I think she was at work and she was like, saw that it was up, and she's going to watch it soon. So yay, Jessica. Anyway, this is the shade that's on my nails right now. It's Finger Paints. and looks kind of like this. It's like a light kind of cotton candy pink. The shade is Shall I Illustrate, and this is available at Sally Beauty Supply. So it's just a really pale, creamy pink. There's no glitter in it, just very soft. Comes off a little more pinky, I feel like, on my nails than it did in the container. So that's cool. Let's see, questions. Oh, somebody commenting on the makeup room that they like that. That's awesome. What are the best makeup products for the beach? I don't want a full face of makeup, but I don't want to go totally makeup-less. And that's from J. Navarro 84. I think that's the correct pronunciation there. For the beach, good question, especially for this time of year. I would typically go out if I were going to go into the water, you know, or be subject to possibly getting either thrown into the water or near the water. I would wear a tinted moisturizer with SPF. CoverGirl has a good one. It's CoverGirl Smoothers, and basically just smooth that on all over your face. That way you've got a little coverage and definitely some sun protection on your face. And then I would probably top that off with like a cream blush. I think that would be a nice touch because you maintain that dewy look. It's like, I feel like tinted moisturizers sometimes, you know, don't make you look totally matte. So let's just go with that and go with like a dewy cream blush. I like the one from MAC. It's called Posy that I have, the only one I have from MAC. But there are others. The Maybelline Dream Mousse blushes are good for that, but just anything you like and kind of just rub it in and you get kind of that natural, like kind of glowing from within look. So that would be great just to give your skin a little color. Maybe dust on a little bit of bronzer on top of that and you'll have kind of a ready to go in the sun look. As far as eyes, I wouldn't concentrate on doing too much, especially if I knew I was going to get in the water, because you just don't want to mess with, you know, streaking mascara. But if you can find a waterproof version you like, CoverGirl Lash Blast is a good one for not smudging, and I imagine if you got that in waterproof, you'd be in pretty good shape where that's concerned. But I wouldn't concentrate too much on the eyes. You know, if you wear a lip balm, get a lip balm that has an SPF in it as well. It's surprising what will happen to your lips in the sun, and you don't think about putting any kind of sunscreen on. But any kind of lip balm with an SPF, I mean, check out chapstick. There's multiple kinds. This EOS stuff that I have, oh, I probably should have included this in the haul. This is the Honeydew Melon kind. Smells fantastic. I'm pretty sure this has an SPF in it as well. May want to check me on that, but yeah, keep in mind that your lips may burn too. So that's just a few ideas for a natural look for the beach. Next thing is from Pretty in Pink 006. What's your favorite eyeshadow quad from the drugstore? Oh my gosh, okay, I should have looked at these before, and this is the first time I'm looking at these, so I'm kind of having to think off the top of my head here. Gosh, one of the first ones that comes to mind has got to be the CoverGirl Drama Eyes. I mean, it's fantastic. I've talked about it a lot. I don't want to seem boring to you all, but this is great. I used this in my first Makeover Winners video, and I've used it in a couple other videos as well. I did like a 2-in-1 Valentine's look, I believe, using this. This is just great because it gives you everything you need. You get a black, you get a pretty burgundy red, which I'm a big fan of using shades like that anyway. You get a silver, a white. I mean, you can get a natural look to a smoky look with this. And pretty much everywhere in between. It's cheap, it's pigmented, you just get tons of color off of that, and I've reached for that on so many occasions. There's lots of good quads, but this one is really, really good. So for me to just, I guess, come up with that one off the top of my head, that means it's good, right? I was able to think of it. So next one is from Caddies 95. Question: what makeup remover would you recommend for waterproof eye makeup? I usually wake up with black under my eyes. Okay, common problem there, just not getting all the makeup off the night before. What I like to use on my eyes pretty much on a regular basis is the same thing I use on my face, which is the Olay Daily Facials Cleansing Cloths. They do a great job of removing even waterproof eye makeup. Just keep in mind, for more resistant makeup, you may have to hold it over your eye, really let some of the product kind of sink in and begin to break down the makeup before you start trying to wipe it off. You know, be very gentle. Your eye area is so sensitive. you should not scrub really hard on it at all by any means. But if you're looking for something else to get off eye makeup, I like it's from Almay, it's the oil-free eye makeup remover. Neutrogena makes a good oil-free eye makeup remover. Does anybody else have any tips on anything that would be good for removing especially resistant eye makeup? If you do, maybe share in the comments section below, because really the Olay Daily Facials cleansing cloths work for me no matter what. So I guess the biggest tip I can say is just don't scrub too hard and be patient. And sometimes you may need to soak a cotton ball in something and just kind of hold it there. But hopefully I was able to help with some of these questions. I think that may be all I have for now. Let me just double check here on my other page. Yep, that's going to do it. So there's a few questions. I think I'll do this on more videos where I have the time to just go through a few questions. I think it's fun, and it's just a way to integrate my Twitter page. It's twitter.com/EmilyNoel83. Hopefully I can catch up with you on there, and have a wonderful day, guys. And thanks so much for watching my videos. I really appreciate it.